Forensic, it's just on a very basic term. Forensic means something which will actually stand in a court of law. In any fraud investigation, there are several means of gathering evidence. The key areas of gathering evidence includes a physical seizure, reviews of documents, doing corporate intelligence, and reviewing electronic evidences. Electronic evidences are the evidence which are available in electronic storage media. Mainly there are three types of electronic storage media. One is laptops and desktops, the second is mobile phones, and the third thing is IT service. All these digital storage media contains different types of information such as emails, Word and Excel files, system documents, system logs, and most importantly, the deleted files. This is one of the most important areas which are required. The process actually starts from the first stage is the gathering of information, where you actually take custody of the machine or the electronic storage media, which is actually part of the review. The second stage is actually imaging of that particular storage media. The third stage is processing of that electronics. The fourth stage is analyzing and reviewing of that electronic storage media. And then last but not the least is the reporting part of it. Backup will just provide you the status of the files which were available in the machine at the time of the backup. Once you have the backup and you access those backup files, the date of creation and access of files gets changed. And once that's being done, that gets very difficult to stand in a court of law. The other issue with backup is that the backup does not retrieve deleted files. Once an imaging of the machine is being done, that is done in object form. The imaging is in an encrypted form as well. With the right softwares being used, once you analyze the information for the review, the dates does not change. The files remain as intact as it was at the time of creation. Furthermore, it stands in the court of law because of the very reasons that it's an object form as compared to the backup, which is not an object form. And once you do that kind of an imaging, the most important element is retrieval of the deleted files, which you can't do once you are taking the backup of the machine. One of the areas of an IT policy is in IT asset transfer form. Whenever we join any organization, we've been given our laptops, we've been given our mobile phone. But from my experience, I've seen that the terms and conditions attached to those IT asset forms are not as exhaustive as they should have been. They does not talk about that the ownership of this particular machine or the equipment remains with the company, and whatever data lies in these machines are the property of the company. What the businesses needs to do, they need to revisit and review their IT asset forms. They should clearly state in an IT asset form the roles and responsibilities of the individual being assigned that particular machine or equipment, and with a particular emphasis on the lines that whatever data would be available on this particular machine or storage media, the owner or the custodian of that particular machine or the electronic storage media is responsible for that. The companies also need to see the IT logs of the help desk. Most of the time, there are a lot of people who have requested formatting of the machine as a normal course of business. But people don't see it as a red flag because there is something suspicious going on. One of the most important elements is to actually identify the need of forensic technology by the businesses. You really need to have in your team forensic technology expert. Then obviously some kind of an IT acquisition has to be done. The companies who do not have these kind of capabilities can see from an outside service provider in terms of having that particular arrangement if they are not intended to make a lot of investment, because all these things in terms of procuring these elements require a lot of investment. But if there is investigation and is there an ad hoc requirement and external service providers are available in the market, you can gain those services on a regular basis and on a need-to-need basis. So a complete set of guidelines needs to be defined as part of investigations to have forensic technology expert as part and parcel of any investigations. Forensic technology will not only help fraud investigators. So one of the most important areas where I've been asked for why we need forensic technology is this only because once we have fraud investigations. My answer to that particular concern is forensic technology certainly is a key for fraud investigations, but it can also serve other departments in the organization. For HR department, it will assist them in disciplinary case proceedings as well as termination cases. The legal department in terms of checking compliance with certain laws and regulations, and the IT department in terms of checking any leakages of certain information, doing cyber investigations. So that's the wholesome package. If you have the right set of skills with the right systems and softwares in place, and you have a dedicated forensic technology lab, you can not only assist fraud investigators, but you will serve as a value add to different departments in an organization.